Skip, I think Floyd just looked. Floyd, you done made enough money.
Things didn't go right. You know, took a loss. I took a heavy loss, actually. But nothing can hold me back.
Hit back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money?
Shannon Sharpe reacted strongly after reports surfaced that Floyd Mayweather suffered major financial damage tied to an alleged $42 million scam. He voiced clear disappointment, stressing that every legal and procedural safeguard at both the state and federal level should have been carefully reviewed. Sharpe argued that someone operating at Mayweather's level of wealth and influence carries the responsibility to personally verify major financial moves rather than relying solely on others. In his view, greater attention and caution could have prevented losses of that magnitude, serving as a reminder that even elite athletes must remain vigilant when managing their money.
That Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, whatever else needs to be deducted is.
Amid increasing criticism, Floyd Mayweather chose to explain how he personally views wealth and success. He emphasized that speaking openly about money does not define someone's character in a negative way. Instead, he sees financial power as a means to enjoy life fully, pursue meaningful experiences, and explore opportunities beyond ordinary limits. From his perspective, true freedom comes from having the resources to shape one's own happiness and take risks others might never consider. That belief, he suggested, is what continues to drive many of his bold and unconventional financial decisions.
Comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different.
Floyd Mayweather has openly acknowledged that many of his business moves come with significant risk. He described a strategy centered on generating wealth and then channeling it into unconventional ventures, often projects that the public may not immediately understand. In his view, this willingness to experiment can spark innovation, but it also carries a high chance of failure. He admitted that most of these investments do not succeed, yet he remains committed to taking bold chances in pursuit of the occasional breakthrough win. The mindset reflects a high-stakes approach to business, where large risks are accepted in hopes of achieving equally large rewards.
I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. You know, I've gotten great results because
Floyd Mayweather frequently presents wealth as a visible marker of achievement. Through social media clips and public appearances, he highlights large financial figures, from sizable deposits to stacks of cash. To him, these displays represent more than simple showmanship. They symbolize the distance he has traveled from humble beginnings to extraordinary success. Yet critics, including Shannon Sharpe, see the situation differently. They argue that an intense focus on showcasing riches can sometimes shift attention away from careful financial planning and long-term stability. raising questions about whether public displays of wealth always align with sound money management.
Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. I need everybody. I mean everybody. Had girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Criticism from Shannon Sharpe extended beyond the reported scam controversy. He also raised concerns about Floyd Mayweather continuing to headline exhibition bouts late in his career. In Sharpe's view, the pay-per-view appeal of these events is driven less by competitive intrigue and more by audiences hoping to witness the former champion finally lose. That he argued that such exhibitions no longer resemble traditional high-level boxing contests, instead feeling closer to staged sports entertainment, drawing comparisons to WWE. For Sharpe, the issue goes beyond spectacle. It reflects a concern that a once-dominant legacy may be gradually repackaged and sold primarily for profit rather than preserved through meaningful competition.
He could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box someone.
And so the allure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that we... Man, a YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't?
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way.
No.
So he doesn't see, like, you know, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
What?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
Continuing his criticism, Shannon Sharpe pointed to Floyd Mayweather's exhibition match with Logan Paul as an example he found troubling. He suggested the bout lacked the sense of prestige typically associated with a fighter of Mayweather's stature. From Sharpe's perspective, participating in spectacle-driven exhibitions primarily for financial reward raises deeper concerns about legacy and respect. He questioned why an athlete who already reached the pinnacle of the sport would risk diminishing that legacy through events seen by some as commercial rather than competitive. In his view, the explanation is straightforward. The pursuit of profit appears to be taking priority over preserving long-term honor.
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
Dude.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah, get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
We get the brother.
He's
there.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yep.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall, our first things first, Brandon Marshall.
Yep.
But I'm gonna tell you who good with their hands and you might not know, Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what.
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul?
I
now?
want him to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all not finna have bragging
Well,
rights.
this isn't even a fight.
Nope.
This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you go?
I know you over there. You're like, yeah, we got him. You know, no. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We gotta represent. Money represent.
Represent?
Yep. Lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was a worthy fight.
That's
It
okay,
was
we'll
actually
get
a battle.
We gonna lump him up. Yeah.
As Floyd Mayweather Jr. turns increasing attention toward real estate, some of his bold public statements have begun to draw skepticism. He recently suggested that he had acquired roughly 1,000 residential units spread across dozens of buildings in New York. However, publicly available property records have not reflected any confirmed ownership changes, and organizations such as the NYC Housing Partnership have reported no notification of transactions matching those claims. Because of these discrepancies, voices within the real estate community are beginning to question whether the scale of the announcement may have been overstated, adding another layer of uncertainty to the broader conversation surrounding his financial ventures.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, we all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is going to be a monster huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closing the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous deal. $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it, Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not too shabby. Be for victory.
Efforts to confirm the reported property transactions only deepened the uncertainty. When journalists sought clarification, a representative connected to the business side of the ventures insisted the purchases were legitimate but declined to provide an official, on-record statement. During the same exchange, another individual identified himself as James McNair, yet his voice appeared inconsistent with earlier recordings attributed to that name. These irregularities in communication have intensified doubts among observers, further clouding the credibility of the claimed real estate holdings and raising additional questions about how much of the portfolio can be independently verified.
You're buying 62 buildings. You buy a couple.
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and
Yeah, it's
100 and
true.
some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right.
Or if he makes commercial properties.
According to an individual who said he was speaking on Floyd Mayweather's behalf, the boxer's interest in housing investments is deeply personal. The explanation offered was that growing up in modest, affordable living conditions created a lasting connection to rent-regulated communities. From that viewpoint, investing in such properties represented not only a financial opportunity but also a way to give something back. Once that vision took hold, the ambition reportedly expanded toward acquiring a large share of similar housing. While the emotional narrative carries weight, skeptics question whether the story is being used to support business claims that remain unclear or insufficiently verified.
Collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot. But even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off of.
In recent years, Floyd Mayweather has increasingly turned his attention to real estate. However, as his public claims become more frequent and grandiose, some industry observers question whether the scale of his holdings is being overstated. While the intention may be to blend financial gain with community impact, the lack of clear documentation and the dramatic nature of his statements have raised doubts. The public now finds itself navigating a mix of admiration for his success and skepticism about the accuracy of his portfolio.
Big deals. Money Mayweather just inked a massive $402 million real estate deal in New York City, buying up 60 apartment buildings from Black Spruce Management, the equivalent of 1,000 apartment units. Now, Floyd said the goal is to be able to provide affordable housing to families that need it. Most of the units are located in Upper Manhattan. And he said that when he was a kid, his dream was just to be able to own a home, and that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. Damn, Floyd just bought the block. I'm proud of Floyd. He's come a long way. This is a guy who was once seen burning money in a nightclub. He spent $17 million on a watch. Not to pocket watch him, but people looked at him for years like, yo, he wastes a lot of money. Does he ever give back? And now he's providing affordable housing? Damn, Money Mayweather's come a long way. This is a real good look. It shows evolution. It shows maturity. Not to mention, it's always great to see another person of color become a landlord.
Well before his recent financial controversies, Floyd Mayweather established his fortune by taking high-stakes risks on himself. One notable instance involved a $750,000 wager on one of his own fights, a bold, unconventional move that helped launch his entrepreneurial journey. From that moment on, he largely managed his financial path independently, without relying on traditional advisors. While this self-directed approach impressed many fans, it also carried inherent risks, some of which are now coming to light.
He's the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens.
Unlike many professional athletes, Floyd Mayweather opted not to hire a manager, handling all negotiations and financial decisions personally. This approach gave him complete control over his career and earnings, but also placed the full weight of responsibility on his shoulders. When his strategy succeeded, it propelled him to become one of the wealthiest athletes ever. However, without a dedicated professional team, errors, such as falling victim to a scam, can carry severe consequences. His independence has been a key strength, but it also presents his greatest financial risk.
With Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him, everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, the man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row, I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, what's stinking?
That's a wrap for now. Keep up with the latest in boxing, including news, highlights, events, and in-depth stories. Make sure to subscribe to Knockout Wire and enable notifications so you don't miss any updates. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more action-packed content.